Time now for the best value at a wide receiver, presented by the Golden Corral. And the wideouts getting weighed and measured. Dez Bryant topping the list in terms of the notables. He's number one on Mike Mayak's board, 6'2", 225 pounds in the hand, 9 inches and 3/4. So Dez Bryant addressing the media about his 10-game suspension from the 2009 season.
I misled the NCAA with, false information about me going out to Deion Sanders' house, and, I apologize for it. And I'm back on track, and I'm ready to go. I was nervous, how the way they came at me, come to find out, what I did. I mean, going out to Deion Sanders' house, it wasn't a violation, but, me lying, that was a violation, so I got the punishment for it.
All right, let's re-welcome in Charlie Casserly. And Charlie, no doubt he's a talent, but what are you hearing when you compare that to the off-the-field issues with Dez Bryant, if there are any?
Well, first of all, as a talent, he's a top 5 pick talent-wise. I think the team that needs a wide receiver is going to take him as the first chance they can get. He's big, he's fast, he's strong, and he's explosive. Now, I think the 2 questions people are going to spend a lot of time trying to figure out is how quickly he will learn a pro system coming from college, and also how do they feel he's going to handle the off-the-field distractions. The lying to the NCAA in itself, I don't think will be an issue that's going to affect how teams rate him on the board. I think it's the other questions could possibly affect him. But once again, the first team that needs a receiver, I think, is going to take him, and I think they're going to be happy with him on draft day.
All right, Coach Charlie, Coach Billick, Coach Mariucci, and Coach Moore, you guys have all been in these situations before in terms of being in draft rooms. How do you weigh whether what you see in terms of doing the investigation in the background between athletes next to what they do on the field?
There's always somebody around this early part of the draft that we talk about this and the character issue and how is it going to affect your team. I remember in one of the interviews, and we all get the numbers and the rap sheets on these kids, and they sit down and you want to see whether he wants to own up to it. And I remember it was late in the process. The young man came in. It was late at night, and he had a fairly lengthy rap sheet. Nothing really serious, but you could tell this guy was around a lot of stuff. So he comes in. I say, okay, I'm tired. You're tired. Let's cut to the chase. Are you stupid or are you just a thug? Which is it? And the young man paused and he goes, are those my only choices? So I knew right away he wasn't stupid. But having said that, now this young man gets drafted in the NFL, plays I think close 9-10 years in the league, and never had an issue. So we got to remember we're dealing with young people. Young people make mistakes. You got to decide: is this something in the young man's character, or did he just do something stupid?
Well, this is a big, fast, athletic playmaker that's a difference maker with the ball in his hands. He had 29 receiving touchdowns. He added 3 as a punt returner. I mean, he's got length. He's got 34-inch arms. He goes and attacks the football, Steve. And he's a guy that when you put the ball in his hands, he's going to make plays. And I think an organization has to put a plan together for this guy. If you draft a guy like this, you've got to have a plan for success for him. You've got to put people around him that are going to influence him in the correct direction, positively, not negatively. And I think that organizations are set up to do that now.
Yeah, I think a lot of teams need and want a big receiver or 2. Nothing wrong with a little water bug kind of guy that can work open, but we all like that 6'2". He's 224 pounds or whatever he is. And like you said, he's long. He's got the long arms. He can play big. He can go up and get the rebound. That punt return ability, heck, he was the Big 12 Special Teams Player of the Year last year before he was suspended. So this kid can contribute in a lot of ways now. He's going to get taken early. He will have the ball in his hands 5 times a game as a punt returner, as you see right here. He's good with the ball in his hands. He's a good runner for his size. And he'll catch 5, 6, 7 passes a game, too. I think after this suspension, he's got a fresh start, a clean slate. Let's play some ball and get that behind us. And I think he's done that. He's going to have a heck of a career.
And 31 touchdowns in just over 2 years, because he only played 3 games his junior season. So this guy knows how to get the football into the end zone. That is the best value presented by Golden Corral at wide receiver.